Alrighty, we're back, baby. Season 4, Episode 1, Big Brother of the Mark Moe Show. And thank you. I thank all of you. It's why we're still here. And you can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube. I would like to introduce my co-host and producer, Aiden Maloney. How are you doing this fine day, sir?
Pretty fantastic. I get my few days off of work per year, and I take them to have a nice week off in October. So it's been fantastic so far. Very relaxing. Much needed, I would say.
That's great.
Yes.
That's good. We all need time off. Speaking of, well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But
let's talk about first world countries and which one in particular doesn't require time off. Oh, hey.
Hey, how about that? We know that third world country real well.
Stars and stripes, baby.
Yeah, America. Heck yeah. At any rate, Aiden here, he has his own YouTube gaming channel called Aiden Spelled the Right Way. His PC gaming content like GeoGuessr and Polybridge, Observation Duty, and more each and every week. And now that it is October, he's been doing a lot of horror games online. And so what are you playing? What are you doing?
Recently, so a couple days ago, on my YouTube channel, you can find the video where I played this game called Crimson Snow. Crimson Snow is a fantastic game I really enjoyed. Unfortunately, it's a kind of a longer game, and I got the bad ending. And I'm like, I can go through again and get the good ending, but then it'd be like a 4-hour video.
Yep.
And usually I keep my videos somewhere between 30 and 90 minutes.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, unfortunately I got the bad ending, but it is a fantastic indie horror game. And I think, for 2 hours of gameplay, of good scares, I think it only ran me 5 or 10 bones. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Indie horror and indie games, mid-sized to indie games, have been absolutely popping off over the last 5 to 10 years. And I'm very excited to be a part of not only playing those games and showcasing them, but also just kind of supporting financially and through social media these indie devs, because I mean, it's hard work. Creating a YouTube video is tough. Creating a video game, that shit takes a while.
Oh, I bet it does.
That is a lot of dedicated work. So I'm very excited to be a part of it all, and it's just been fantastic. Lots of horror games will continue through October, and it'll be a fantastic spooky season.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that for sure. And yeah, make sure you check out his stuff on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, being the Mark Moe Show and Aiden Spelled the Right Way and all that kind of good stuff, including AK219, we definitely don't want to forget that as well. That is a podcast and on YouTube as well. That in its original form or format was Aiden and another co-host, AK219. It was also called Guys Being Dudes, and great content, great stuff. You can still find it online. But when the other host, I would like to say he held out for more money, but I think he just held out.
Yeah, just held out. Kind of flaked.
Yeah.
It's like, I've gotten too big for this. I'm going to Hollywood, baby. And I was like, okie dokie, I'll be here when you fail. And not only did he, but he also didn't come back out of shame.
Yeah. Yeah, that was true.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they followed him throughout town with a bell. Shame,
ding,
shame,
ding,
shame,
ding,
ding, ding.
He
Yeah.
had the dunce cap on.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes you just have that coming.
Yeah.
That's to be completely fair.
Yeah. There's like 8 seasons of backlog you can laugh through if you'd like, but it's a collab channel these days.
That is true.
Gaming collab, perhaps some quizzes going forward could be a fun time.
Yeah, basically what we like to do, because it's really truly is a collab. It's a lot of kind of our back and forth nonsense, improv, whatever you want to call it, that we do here, and all the gaming that he does over on Spelled the Right Way. So it kind of allows us to kind of get together on some of those things. We've done a lot of GeoGuessr, but it allows us to I guess, try to be funny
Yeah.
and entertaining.
It's the goal.
That's pretty much the goal, and that's really a great game to do that, for sure. But Aiden, the Game Master, is telling me there's other games out there that will allow us some of this back and forth and fun stuff. So I'm sure we'll expand the franchise here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is awesome. So make sure you check that out as well. And last, certainly not least, I have a radio show here in Valparaiso, Indiana. And hey, where is that, you might say? I don't know.
Middle of pretty much the country.
Pretty much the middle of the country.
It's not Kansas, but it's close enough.
Yeah, you'll find the Great Lakes. If you're there, you're in the neighborhood.
Yeah, Great Lakes region is how I've always heard it
fair.
classified.
Yeah, or Chicagoland.
Yeah, 2 counties of Indiana participate in Chicagoland.
In Chicagoland, yes.
Yeah.
Indeed we do. We're
And
always on the map.
one county in Wisconsin, I believe.
Oh, is it now?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, there you have it. The official report there from Aiden
I've
Maloney.
done my geology,
And,
geography. Same shit.
GeoGuessr? I mean, whatever geo you want to use.
One is about rocks, and the other one is about locations on the big rock.
On the big rock. Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely.
Same science.
Same science, and that's what we're here for. So good night, everybody. No, just playing with you. We have a lot more nonsense here for you today. But at any rate, that radio show is called After Hours. It's on WVLP Radio in Valparaiso, Indiana. You can find the stream at WVLP.org. You can also find it on your phone, your TuneIn app, so you can check it out there. Here you can yell at Alexa, and it'll play stuff off the station. I don't know. I'm not yelling at anything AI. I think we're like one step away from iRobot, so I'm going to be very nice to all things automated and robotic.
There was a study that came out recently that absolutely determined we're past the tipping point. There is more bot activity on the internet than there is human activity. So,
yes.
iRobot's here, baby. It's just a matter of actually building them so they can take us down.
Right, yeah. That's all they're doing is learning.
Yep.
They're just learning, and so it's no matter...
Essentially scalping our intellectual property for free.
Yes.
Because somehow lawmakers don't understand that, I guess intellectual property, I guess that should apply to rich people scalping too. But you see, they don't get that.
No.
They don't get that. It's unfortunate.
No, as long as rich people own it. But as we all remember from iRobot and other movies like that, they'll eventually turn on everyone. So, yeah, even the rich people will have it coming.
Yeah, no bunker will save you.
No,
Mark Zuckerberg.
I just want to sit.
Mark Zuckerberg.
I just want to sit in the stands with some popcorn, man.
Exactly.
That's all I want to
be
do.
a fly on the wall of an Elon Musk built robot killing Elon Musk.
Oh God, please, pay-per-view.
I know.
There.
I'd pay 70 bones.
I would definitely do that. All right, so this is season 4. This is our first episode. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up this season, including interviews. I don't want to say we slacked on our interviews this past season, but sometimes life gets busy for those being interviewed and your interviewer, and so we just didn't have as many last season. But this season, we're already going to have some on the books. As a matter of fact, we're going to have a really fun version of Fireside Chats coming up. Aiden and I are going to be going on a dive bar bus tour, and partially put on by our podcasting friends at Tasty 219. And we're going to go on this adventure with them. And when I talked to Aiden, I said, hey, number one, he came with. He's like, yeah, man. I'm like, it's going to be a great day. Not that like chaos ensues when Aiden and I are in the same room, but maybe it does.
It's one of those things like causation versus correlation.
Correct.
And I'm no scientist, but
I'm just saying.
We're just saying.
We're just saying. So we're going to do that. So we thought, based on the snazzy new phone that he has. And
my telephone.
Like, yes. Great phone. And he's like, hey, and we recorded like stuff on his phone, and it was crystal clear. I was like, holy shit. I'm like, this is really great. I have an idea. And so I said, why don't we do our first fireside chat for the Mark Moe Show on the bus tour?
On the road.
We'll do a little wrap at each place we get to. We'll interview a few people that we meet along the way, and maybe start out with a little quick blurb from Greg and Larry at Tasty219. Obviously early in the program, because later in the program, I mentioned it's a dive bar bus tour. They're going to have fun.
Yeah, Greg and Larry might be getting a little sloshed among the folks.
And maybe that'll be better content.
Sure. People loosen up.
It could very well be, not that they need to loosen up. They are incredibly entertaining in their own right. But so we're going to do that. And then there's a ghost kitchen in Valpo that we're going to meet with, talk to some of the chefs. I think that's going to be a blast.
Perfect for Halloween. Very spooky.
Very, very spooky.
Very spooky.
Ghost kitchen.
Are there ghosts in the kitchen?
There could very well be.
Boo!
Boo!
Did we get you?
Hey, man.
I know.
You started.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was too. You know, it is too much. Maybe I'll.
You startled our fan from Curacao.
Yeah. In editing, I'll put in like a voice clip of like, "Hey, Aiden in editing here. I'm gonna say the word boo. Be careful.
Be careful. It's coming soon. Are you okay?"
I'm absolutely not doing that, but the post commentary is going to be great.
Post commentary will be outstanding. Absolutely. So, at any rate, we've got a fun season coming up, and I want to start. You know, we always start out with a little bit of dialogue here, back and forth, and I've said from day one, I don't want to be a political podcast. I don't want to do this every week. And I think a couple of weeks ago we didn't. We did something a little bit different, even though it did leach into things going on a little. But I'm like, okay, we're going to try to do this. But every week it just seems like there is a massive amount of different shit that goes on. Like, you cannot discern from a Wall Street article to an LA Times article to The Onion. You just cannot differentiate.
It's an absurd world, and specifically country.
Yes.
We are cursed to live in. Once the I know it's not even true to say we were once like, oh, you know, the American dream, somewhere you can go to fulfill what you want to do, because that's only ever been the case for middle-class white people. That's
true.
Only ever been the case. Now there is no middle class. You've got the working class, and you've got the billionaires, and that's it.
And that's it.
That's it. America's never been fair to Latinos or Black Americans.
Oh, no.
Or Asian Americans. Ever.
Mm-mm.
Ever.
Nope.
And that's the one thing about the whole "Make America Great Again." It's like, when the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
When are you talking about?
Yeah.
And now we've gotten to the point, like you were saying, where it's like every week there's just this mountain of shit that happens, and it's like, how do we not talk about it?
Right.
How do we not? It's like, sure, we could gab about the Chicago Bears, or, you know,
or something happened in Hollywood, or something in music. I mean, ideally, we would love to do that. We would love government and politics to be boring.
Second thought, right? It would ideally, it's supposed to be. It's just supposed to run in the background and work, and then every 2 years you go out and you vote, and that's great. That's how it's supposed to be.
And those people go and do their jobs. Wow, what an idea!
Right. I'm voting for somebody that's going to represent me. That is such a crazily foreign concept.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, it is. Yeah.
Insane.
So, as much as we try to get away from that, and we will try to diversify as much as we can. Like, I would have loved to have just talked about Big Bunny. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Bad Bunny.
Big Chungus. Big Chungus will be the halftime show.
So I would just love to have talked about the Easter Bunny, but I can't do it. It's not going to do it.
It's not going to do it. Not only is he real, but he's playing the halftime show.
And the halftime is going to bring his eggs.
Big Chungus is speaking Espanol.
Oh, man. Sign me up. So I would have loved to have just rapped about that and had fun with that, but we cannot.
No, there's crazier things.
There are crazier things afoot, if you will.
The craziest part is there is not a single mainstream news media outlet talking about any of it.
No.
Any of it. Because they're all owned by the same 5 people. And they're all multi-billionaires.
And they're told to just shut up or talk about it in such a vague concept or slanted in certain ways.
Right.
That it's not even news.
No, it's not. It's not.
This dude for Fox, this Waters guy, I guess, they just showed this thing where he's had multiple interviews lately. One,
the same fucking dude.
It's the same guy. It's some white producer that works for Fox. And he played the role of an Antifa guy. He played the role of a Hispanic man who came over the border and one other person. I can't remember what it was. But like if you see his eyes, you're like, holy crap, that's the same dude.
It's the same
for
dude.
sure.
Right.
So yeah, it's getting out of
Right.
hand.
Antifa's not an organization, brother.
No.
It's an ideology. It means you're against fascism.
Right.
And if you're being against fascism, guess what? You're a fascist.
You're a fascist. Yep, exactly. Yeah, so when was Antifa found? I don't know, storming the beaches in 19...
Right.
I mean, it's frustrating. But I'll tell you what. We'll try to keep this thing on track. And we'll try to diversify. We'll try to rap about some other non-political things when time allows, or if they just stop doing monumentally stupid shit week in and week out, we would love to do it. But
that'll be the day.
That'll be the day. I think we're in this for at least a couple of years until the smoke clears. But I this is titled Big Brother, and we kind of had some foreshadowing when we were talking a little bit about iRobot and some other things. But I started out with a lyric here from a song, and it is, "I am the eye in the sky looking at you. I can read your mind." See, I'd sing it, but I don't want us to.
Can't get copyright claimed.
Can't get copyright claimed. That's gonna be bad. So I am the eye in the sky looking at you. I can read your mind. I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind, and I don't need to see any more to know that I can read your mind looking at you. Wow. Those are lyrics from a 1982 song, "The Eye in the Sky," by the Alan Parsons Project. And no, it's not the same Alan Parsons Project that helped Dr. Evil put the giant freaking laser on the moon. A couple of events happened this past week that have me concerned. America's somewhere between V for Vendetta and iRobot, so naturally that does not put us in a great place. It all started with Musk and his crew acquiring information after Donald Trump's controversial election victory, and yes, I did say it that way for a reason. The price for helping him with the battleground states, perhaps. At any rate, it seems that Homeland, Secret Service, NSA know all, maybe more than ever before. And a certain tech billionaire has more information than he'll ever need, and that information is worth billions. With every phone conversation, online exchange, email, or text, they hear every word. This past week, I lost my job. Now, it could be as simple as they wanted to make a change, whatever, blah, blah. They gave me some really vague-ass reason. I hated the job, so I didn't give a shit. But, I have this little podcast. And even though I never wanted to make political discourse a centerpiece of the show, I've gone in pretty hard on that orange guy that sits at 1600 Pennsylvania. And I mean when he's there.
Right.
When he's not golfing or
potentially having a stroke somewhere.
Or potentially having maybe multiple mini strokes. I don't know. He's changing colors. And so anyway, all of a sudden, I'm no longer needed. Ultimately, I'm okay with this. As I said, the job sucked big time. Now, I never thought that me being critical of an administration could have triggered some sort of flag that may have led to my dismissal. However, I had an encounter with a friend the other night that made me think about it. So he's a military guy, several tours under his belt. And obviously I cannot mention his name because he's exploring legal options. So
it's best not to.
When he told me the story, he said, "Hey, if I want to use this at all, I can just keep his name out of it." I said, "Sure, I can do that." But at any rate, military guy, several tours under his belt. He held down a couple of jobs, and overall, just your average Joe with a weird sense of humor, right? Well, a social media post that was up for a very short amount of time got him in hot water with his employer and the military. Now, was his joke in the best of taste? No, it definitely wasn't. But for those that know him and know his sense of humor, it was just, you knew he wasn't serious, right? That's all I'm going to say. So, should it have raised flags that it raised? No. Should it have cost a man his job or his status in the military? No. Literally, a conversation with this guy and maybe a public apology would have been enough for a bad off-color joke, right? So the government is so far up our asses these days, it's unreal. Remember when Republicans hated big government, they're champions for state rights? Well, not so much anymore, and the times have changed. I appreciate those who try to legislate for change and those that stand on street corners and peacefully protest. All I'm saying is that they've been doing all this for quite a while. It isn't working. Now, I can't publicly advocate for what should come next, although I think most of you probably know, some folks are doing it right now in the city of Chicago. This battle against Trump's big brother government can't be won with pacifism and deal making. I wonder if there are enough serious people left who love this country and are willing to go that extra mile to ensure our freedoms. We need serious people in Congress, and we need them in the state houses, and we need them in local government. We need them with our activists, and we need them with your average Joes on Main Street. We're in a battle for what this country is becoming and what it should be. It will be interesting to see if the people have the will to fight for it.
Right.
Because now it's getting serious. And as I said, did it potentially lead to my dismissal? Did it lead to his? For him, definitely yes. For me, perhaps. But anybody that is critical, and I'm not saying the people that get on there and are like, I got me a big old gun and I'm going to blah, 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 and it is perceived as a threat. Obviously, you got to check into that person.
Right.
I get and I understand that. But for other things that can be considered tongue-in-cheek, for other things that can just be a political statement, that's like people are now going to have things happen to them in their personal lives and their professional lives.
Right.
To me, that seems to be utter bullshit. And who's helping us with that? Like this dude, he's probably spending thousands of his own dollars to get this lawyer to fix things.
Right.
And it shouldn't be that way.
No, and you brought up in the beginning of the show, we brought up AI, and first of all, it's a bubble. I think it's the same damn bubble as the .com bubble, and that shit's gonna burst and everything's gonna fall because it's not doing what people thought it would. It's a neat gimmick, cool. It could plan out your day if you want it to. But that's it. It's not a multi-trillion-dollar gadget that's going to change the world. That's not where it's at. It's a bubble and it will burst.
Yeah.
Secondly, it's scalping everything. It's not only stealing IP, it's stealing everything. Your data.
Yeah.
Your data is worth billions.
Yes, it is.
The data of the people in Porter County or the state of Indiana, the country of the United States, is worth trillions. That data alone. And they're not just scalping it to make large language models work better. They're scalping it to track people. You thought the Patriot Act was the end of it? No.
Mm-mm.
Whether it's, in air quotes, protecting the kids, or it's in air quotes, stopping terrorism, the United States of America and many large countries out there have always used common excuses to track civilian activity.
Yes, correct.
There are CCTV cameras everywhere in this country.
Yes.
And in a lot of countries. And there are brand new, and they're called flock cameras. On the side of the road, you see them all the time. Maybe it doesn't even cross your mind. It's a black pole with a black security camera and a little solar panel on top. That's a flock security camera. In air quotes, what they're meant to do is track license plates to see if a stolen car drives by. But what they're doing is tracking your movement.
Yes.
They're tracking your movement. So this whole AI thing is not trillions of dollars in valuation going towards a neat little gimmick. It's going into tracking everything.
Yes.
It's for the power of the CIA, the FBI, all of the letter agencies in the U.S. government and plenty of governments overseas. That's what it's for.
Yep.
If you want to look at how the CIA has treated Latin American countries who were happy to be socialist countries, but when they threatened capitalism, who goes in there and stages a coup? Oh, it's the CIA. Cute. How fucking fun. And
Right.
when Black Americans are excellent and they're rising up out of slavery and becoming something. Oh, well, what if we just put a little crack on the streets? Interesting. And how about we invent a new form of slavery called, inmate labor?
There you go.
Interesting how that works. It's all connected so tightly, and it begs the question, how long has America delved into fascism? Because it's not recent. It's just publicly recent.
Correct.
It's been going on for decades.
Yes.
Decades. And that puts everyone... This is something I bring up to Democrat lovers all the time. And it's... What would it have taken for a blue government, something that President Obama had, something that several other Democrat presidents had, to just fix things, encode them in the Constitution.
Yep.
Write them into law. Like, hey, we're going to make sure that this whole checks and balances thing does not fall apart. We're going to make sure that women and Black Americans and Latinos have rights written into law. Was that ever done?
No.
No.
Obama had the House and the Senate for 2 years.
It's insanity. And the reason is, and we'll talk about this a little later, follow the money. Who are they paid by? They're paid by the same corporate and billionaire interests.
Same people, it's the same shit.
The same people. And it's one of these things, and I know we've talked about it before, where I kind of brought up the point of I'm pretty sure this was inevitable. This was inevitable.
Yeah.
And it's outstanding to me. Not in the outstanding, very cool kind of way. In the I cannot believe how far out of whack this shit is.
Correct. Yeah.
It circles back around to the point we made opening the show. We didn't want this to be a political podcast.
No.
We didn't. But when this is on the top of our mind of holy shit, things are really have the potential to fall apart over the next couple of years, even couple months.
Sure.
How are we going to be genuine talking about Big Chungus, Bad Bunny, Big Bunny,
right.
The Easter Bunny?
Big Bunny.
I mean, no hate to him. I'm
right, exactly. You do you, boy.
You do you, brother. You're a good man, I hear.
Yep.
But it's how can we genuinely... We would be disingenuous spending our time, the first 20-some-odd minutes of the show, talking about Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl and all the backlash, blah, 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 when there's just crazier shit happening.
Correct. Yeah.
How is it not on the forefront of more people's minds?
It should be, and that's, there are a lot of ways that fascism creeps into a society. And in doing that, and you can look back to the 30s in Germany if you want to, but there comes a certain amount of brainwashing that has to take place. But in addition to that, there's a certain amount of apathy.
Right. Sure.
And within...
Or nihilism, even.
That, yeah. And when that happens, if most people are still I can still buy things from the grocery store even though it's more expensive, and I can still put some square meals on my table and clothe my kids, whatever. And they just forget about it. But those same people, you could blink your eyes, and then what if mom or dad's without a job? What if inflation continues and that extra 10 or 20% now all of a sudden is a little bit too much?
Right.
And now you're making cut. It's going to affect everybody. As a matter of fact, I believe it was Marjorie Taylor Greene who got on the news today.
I heard about that.
And she's starting to sound a lot like a Democrat these days because it is starting to affect people she knows, more importantly, her family.
Right, and that's the common argument, too, for all the anti-abortion people. It's I know my sister got an abortion, but blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And there were books written. There are articles written of why the anti-abortion group always knows someone whose abortion was the only right one.
Correct. Right.
It's it doesn't affect you until it affects you or your circle, and then it's a problem.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
How
exactly.
very convenient.
Yeah. And so I saw that today and I just kind of giggled, and I was just that that is very telling because she often was kind of the biggest flag bearer for this president. And by her kind of going this extra step and saying some things like, hey, it's getting crazy. We need to get government back to work. We need the ACA renewed because premiums are getting entirely out of hand. There's a woman. She won an election in Arizona. She won an election. She should be sitting in. Number one, she should be sitting in Congress.
Right.
Number two, Congress should be working, and the head is like, Mike Johnson, whatever the hell his name is.
Fucking chode.
And they're not in session, and that's the reason. That's the reason.
She's the flip float whether or not the Epstein files get released.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the flip.
You got Reds trying to protect pedophiles, and that's why they're not in session.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Because your beautiful orange pedophile president, oh my gosh. Well, what if there's something in there that's got his name on it? Oh, there's a lot of shit in there that's got his name on it. That's why they're not in fucking session.
He's probably, I'll be honest, he's probably less worried about his name being in there and more worried about the other names that are in there because those people will probably have him whacked.
Right.
I mean, that's like, it's crazy to think about.
It goes so much deeper than we can imagine. It goes
so much deeper than any of us even know.
Right.
And so, will any of this ever see the light of day? I don't know.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it. I think things will be so heavily redacted it won't even matter. But that's our current environment here in this country, and we're just bombarded with this shit every day. Every day, it's something else. And so it's frustrating. There is technically no middle America anymore.
No,
there just isn't that aspiration to. I wanna be just a middle class citizen where I can have a little house with a white picket fence and a dog and 2.5 kids and see them go off to college. Well, good fucking luck.
Right, it doesn't exist.
Good luck with that because that's disappearing quickly.
Right, and you brought up earlier the fact of like the people who are brushing this all off. Like, oh, I can still buy 3 square meals a day. I'm fine. It doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The people that are making a couple bones less than you per hour can't buy 3 square meals a day.
They can't do it.
They can't afford their rent.
Nope.
And you know what? It's going to catch up to you, too.
Correct.
Because you're not in the 1%. You're not part of that fucking club.
You're not in the club.
You're not in the club, and you're not going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Which means shit has to change.
Yeah. So, like, I'm supposed to feel bad when someone has some foreign car and it's like, oh my God, I can't drive my Land Rover because of the tariffs and the part we need is over here and it's going to be X amount of dollars. And then because it's on a tariff or it's got to be imported, it's going to take 6 months to get here. So I can't drive my car. So they have me in this old Ford Focus until I can. I don't give a shit.
Right.
But this is, once again, the environment that we live in. Because there were enough idiots in this country that voted for the Orange Emperor.
Right.
It's simple as that. 1 + 2 = 3 all the time.
Yep.
And that's just the way it is. But more importantly, it's just kind of this information. And this information that's leaked to them. Not leaked to them. It's just owned by them. It's acquired by them through Homeland and through NSA and through all of these bots. And you can't tell me for 1 second that Musk didn't make a deal with Trump to help him get elected because he could go in and put some sort of app or something into the voting systems to create it so that all the battleground states, Trump comes out ahead and wins the election. I know I sound like conspiracy brother right now.
An article came out recently. A former Republican, I don't know if it was fundraiser or campaign manager, bought the rights to the voting systems.
Oh my gosh.
In the United States of America. Bought the rights to them.
Yeah. That's
quoting like, oh, we're going to go forward with paper voting only.
Oh my God.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. And you own the machines that count them. Oh, very curious.
Yep.
Very curious. Nothing suspicious about that at all.
Nope. But here's the thing. It's like, okay, I will help you win. I will help you get enough votes in these battleground states to win. What's the cost? I want the information.
Right, and on top
Which is why he sent all those little Doge bitches in all these places acquiring data that they should not have.
Right, and on top of all the data, which is worth billions or trillions, He went in there and took away all of the government agencies or the government employees that were investigating Tesla and Twitter for labor violations.
Yes.
Got rid of them. Oh, no labor violations because there's no one left to report on them. Interesting how that works.
It's very interesting.
Oh, there's no job losses in the country because no one's reporting on them. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yep. That's where we're at. That's where we're at, and it's sad. So, at some point here, we will open shows with more humor, with more fun things. That's what we would prefer to do. Trust me. But I can't read and see and just have all this shit happening around me and not say something about it.
Right.
And have this microphone here, and until they shut us down or we get banned or some bullshit, we'll keep talking our stuff every week.
And hopefully I can keep my job and they never find out.
Right, exactly.
If that's the point in the country we are, like if the HR of my company comes up to me and is like, oh, people blah, 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 I thought this was offensive and you're going to lose your job. Well, now we're shit out of luck.
Now we're shit out of luck. And that's just that. If that's the world we live in, then I don't want any part of it. And I shouldn't say world because it's just basically this stupid country.
Right.
But there's some options there too, which I will be looking into going into next year.
Right.
Because I do have an option there. It's just my, being able to explore that and work on that. So
yeah.
But so that's all I got on this subject.
I'm in the same boat
for this week.
How much we're comfortable talking about.
Oh, Aiden, I'm telling you, I've bit my tongue like 3 times already. Just being like, nope, you can't say that. Don't say that. And did we say too much already? I don't know.
Yeah,
we never know. But hey, take the job I don't have anymore.
Right,
so,
right.
That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna take a break, and we come back. Carpe diem. All right, we are back, everybody. The Mark Moe Show, and it's with Aiden. It's with it's with Aiden, and I'm Mark. Hi. We're still a little amped up from our opening.
Speaking in third person.
Yeah. Oh God, Don. If I'm ever that guy, just take me out back. I swear to God. At any rate, we're a little amped up from our opener, and so at any rate, DMs, Carpe DMs. People send us their DMs. We read them on air, answer their question. Well, we might answer their questions.
Right. It's not contractually obligated. We answer your questions.
Correct.
We receive them, and then we go, oh, interesting.
We look at them. We read them.
Certainly. We'll read anything. Just
sure.
about.
Oh, yeah. Will we answer it? Case by case, maybe?
Exactly. Sure.
I think that's it.
Does coercion play a part?
Perhaps.
Treat us like a federal politician. If you're not paying us, we're not going to hear you.
We're not going to hear you.
Yeah.
So, for example, in my right hand, if I had nothing, but then in my left hand, now I'm looking at my left hand. There's something interesting in my left hand.
Sure.
It's made of paper. It's green. Has numbers on it.
Or even blue these days.
Or even blue.
$100 bills are blue these days.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're more blue.
It just shows you how often I hold a $100 bill in my hand. Right. Like I would see one, I'd be like, oh,
wow. It just kind of means cash is going out of fashion.
I said, well, yeah, that goes.
That also,
yeah,
sure.
That for sure.
What we're trying to say is, if you had a bag of gold in your hand,
sure,
and you said to us, "Boy, this bag of gold would look really good in your hand," and we would say, "Oh my goodness, do you have a question for me?"
That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. So I'll start with mine. I got a couple of quick ones here. My first one is from @SecretSquirrel. Eyes are all around Mo Show, guys. Be careful. My sister was critical of the president, and she was laid off last week.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Mm-hmm. Whether through AI or through some right-wing crazy doxing or whatever. It is a tough time to be a fan of the First Amendment.
Indeed it is.
It really is.
I would agree. Yeah. So be very careful, so to speak. We are hearing from at White Sox Jerry.
Oh, my man.
I thought he was done for the year.
Yeah, right.
I am very much enjoying the Cubs' demise in the postseason. Well, did you write that for the last game? Of course, I am reminded of the 220 games my team has lost in the last 2 seasons.
Youch.
Oh, the pain.
The pain indeed. You see, Jerry, usually I'm pretty empathetic. And, I feel with you. You're still a Chicago guy. I feel with you. But then you shit on the Cubs, and all of a sudden I'm laughing at your 220 losses. So it's like...
for sure.
I got nothing left for you, Jerry.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I'm happy to see 330 next year.
That's about right. Yeah, we're going to be up to 330 for sure. That team is utter trash. The next one is at Dark Angel 666. What is the scariest movie you guys have ever seen?
Oh, great question.
It is spooky season.
It
Good
is
timing
spooky
on
season.
that.
It very much is. I would say it's tough to say, right? Because there have been a lot of movies that have scared the shit out of me. And I know that the point at which I watched them influences it. Because the first time I saw the Insidious movie, I was a teenager. And that, when I first saw the Insidious movies, or the first time I even saw the Paranormal Activity movie, that was the scariest movie I'd ever seen at that point. Paranormal Activity 1 and Insidious have got to be on that list for sure. But I don't know if recency bias plays into it or not. I would say I really liked the Smile movies. They had some good suspense and just like horror, pure horror to them. God, that's got to be up there. I'm trying to think what else. I know the... God, what is the one exorcism movie, or not exorcism, the one movie with the Liam Neeson and he's like taking apart the body or whatever it is. Or no, it's not Liam Neeson. Something they're doing an autopsy.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going to do some live research.
It's not The Rite, is it?
No.
The
Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh, yeah, I did not see that.
2016 movie.
Okay.
Very, very good.
Okay.
Yes. Autopsy of Jane Doe, I think, would be on that as well.
Good to know.
Yes.
Good to know. For me, I don't know. I've seen so many that I try to think back on what might have been scarier. And I don't think I would be as scared by today. It's like one of those movies that's super scary, but then when you know all of those parts... then you watch it again, then it's almost more disappointing because it's like, oh, well, now it's not good because all the parts that really made me jump or made my heart race or any of that sort of stuff, it won't the second or the third time.
Because you know the beats.
Because I know.
Yeah.
So that's always a disappointing part. But when I saw the Blair Witch Project in the theater for the first time...
Oh, right.
Because everything that is haunting and scary is what you don't see. But what they're experiencing, and they do it in such a documentary kind of way where they're in these woods and there's so much anxiety and they're panicking because they can't get out and they're just doing loops and then like one guy disappears and where did he go? And they do a really good job of making it seem real and making it seem like you're there in that moment. And it was terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, I literally was on the edge of my seat, and especially towards the end of the movie, and then she's running around, and she's by herself, and then she thinks she's safe, and oopsie, no, she's not, and then the movie ends.
Right.
And you're like, well, hell. Now, did they do a sequel? Yep. Did it suck? Yes. But that original just still holds.
Right.
Because it's like, after that, it's like, I don't need a sequel. I don't need you to be like, look, I'm not sitting at home and be like, I really want to see what it is that scares the absolute shit out of them. I don't want to know. That's part of what made it so goddamn scary.
Right.
That I don't need that. There's no payoff for me in that sense.
Right.
Because chances are it's a 50-50. Like, you could show me something that could be utterly horrific or terrifying. Or you could show me something like the end of so many horror movies where you just get there and you're like, oh, wow, yeah, they must have been short on the budget. That was... Right. Or the writer got lazy and it sucks. And I don't want that. And
sure.
So I saw that as one piece of perfection to be left alone. And that's how I felt. That's how I felt about
Yeah.
that one. So it was really, really well done. Of course, you have the original Halloween, and that was scary because when I saw it, I was a kid. I was young. I wasn't supposed to see it. But of course, in the 1980s, you know, some kid in school will be like, "Hey, I have my mom and dad's VHS in my backpack. Ooh, what did you get? Oh, I got Halloween. Oh, cool. Can we come over and watch it? Yes." You know, and that's how we would watch things we weren't supposed to watch.
Right.
We didn't have the internet. You know, we didn't have smart TVs. We had stealing mom and dad's VHS tape. You know, or having an older brother or sister go into the tape store and get the movie we actually wanted to see.
Right.
That's how we would do it. So, yeah. Or the original Friday the 13th, which in itself was more cheesy than anything. But the end of that movie is terrifying. And when you're at a friend's house and you're watching the movie and you're sitting there and it's the end, his dad has seen it, so he knows what's coming up. So he leaves the house and he goes outside and around to the back basement window and he waits for Jason to jump out of the lake and grab this girl in the canoe. And trust me, absolute perfection, the way it was filmed. She's in it. It's like there's this calming music, like she's a survivor. She's on this beautiful lake in the morning in a canoe. She thinks she's safe. She thinks she survived. And then jumps out of the water like bam. It just hits you in the face. And it's like the music changes and he's grabbing her into the water. And right as he jumps out of the water, that dad could not have timed it any better. Rap on the window. There were 8 of us down there. Really quickly, there were only 6 down there because me and this kid Andre ran out the back door and down the street. I'm great. We were friends. I will miss you, but I'm going to survive. And I ran with him down we were all the way down the block.
See us.
Like a snap.
Yeah.
And we were like, what was that? Oh my God.
It's the survival instinct.
It was the survive. And I survived. And none of those other guys did. Yeah.
Human self-preservation is a hell of a tool.
Oh, it really is.
It really is. And you were talking about for a second there the movies that just don't have the ending payoff.
Right.
And Smile.
And it ruins some movies.
Yeah. We were talking about Smile being one of them. Mm-hmm. Where just like everything up until about the last 10 minutes was so excellent.
Yes.
And then the last 10 minutes is just like, but come on. And I had the same experience watching Insidious.
Okay.
Where the very end of the movie, you like finally see the demon, and it's just like some dude wearing like red and black face paint, and it's like, oh, it's just some dude. But I want to give props where props are due. Insidious: The Red Door, I believe, is the 3rd of the movies. Came out in 2023.
Yep.
Really, really good.
Really good.
Really good.
I enjoyed. I think in that series, I enjoyed The Red Door the most.
I would agree. Totally.
It was very good.
Excellent movie.
Excellent question, though. By all means,
Perfect for the season.
Yeah, make sure you send us another one, Dark Angel. Last, certainly not least, at Stoner Stanley 420.
Our boy.
Where are you, Momo? Is Alan lost? No fun times last week. Oh, we had our bye.
That's right.
We had our bye.
The bye week.
No fun times last week. I had a thing and couldn't see. I blame the fish.
Brother, get out of the aquarium.
I really wish I knew how to somehow adjust that.
Right. We're not time travelers. We couldn't go back and had a thing that you could see.
Right. Correct.
But what was this? How do you have a thing and you can't see it? I guess we have air and we can't see it. So like,
that's true.
Not to get too philosophical on you, Stan. He's gonna have a little puff paranoia.
That's kind of what's going on there. I'm just wondering what fish. I mean, he lives in a van down by the river, so
river's got
could be
fish.
a fish he's talking to,
right?
Which is very possible.
But he couldn't. What was the thing he couldn't see? It's a mystery.
That he had a thing and couldn't see.
He couldn't see when he had the thing. But he's got the fun times back this week.
Right. So
which could open his third eye, maybe?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
I don't know if he's much of a shroomer, but...
I don't know. Stanley, you're going to have to give us more information,
yeah, exactly.
Brother. We're a little bit worried there. But that was our bye week last week. We always do a bye week in between seasons to help us regroup. And there are a couple of different things this week that you'll notice. There'll be no review preview this week. Instead, we're reviving whether it's kind of on again, off again, or if it's going to be back for a little bit. The Reddit rabbit hole. We did the Reddit rabbit hole. Aiden goes down that hole, and I'm glad he returns. Sometimes we have to look for him.
Exactly.
We used to have a spelunker on hand who could go find him, but
it takes a professional to actually come back.
It really does. It does speak a lot for you. So yeah, down the Reddit rabbit hole, we're going to do this week. I think it's going to be pretty good. And then the Fry Guy Fry review. We're going to review something, but it's not going to be fries.
But it's still the guy review.
We're still going to review something. But we'll let that carrot dangle for a little bit.
For sure.
Bit. Instead, we're going to get to Aiden's DMs here.
I've got a DM here from Battle Bro.
Battle Bro.
It's the Battle Bro.
It's the Battle Bro.
Would you fight 110-year-olds for $1 million, bro?
Oh, I'll fucking him for $100. Are you killing me? Yeah.
For $100.
For $100.
It was for $1 million.
Oh, I don't want to undersell myself. Yeah, for $1 million. I meant $1 million.
Right.
I just want to see one of those $100 bills.
Are you kidding me? I would do Columbine twice for $100.
Oh, yeah, man. I just put them on the street. I'll get in my car.
Insane thing to say.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, would you fight 110-year-olds for $1 million?
And instead, I'm going to take them out for $100. Where's my $100?
It's like, fuck, we didn't mean like ice, bro.
Exactly. Hey-o.
Oh.
Woo, keep that salt away from me. I'd fight him.
Oh, for sure.
I'd fight him. They're going down.
Yeah, especially if it's like, if it's meant to happen, like if someone's got to fight him for $1 million, absolutely I'll be that guy.
Yeah.
110-year-olds? Bro, 10-year-olds are tiny.
Yeah, they're tiny and they're annoying. So that's going to be my fuel. That's going to be my motivation.
Yeah, you get the anger.
Yeah, those kids are like, hey, it's really cool, guys. It's super cool that I get to play the video games for another 15 minutes.
Billy, hit him with the Fortnite dance.
Yes, gonna do the Fortnite dance. Mom said I should stay 15 minutes. That's my bedtime because I dried the dishes. Yeah, I will punch that kid. Punch that kid, no question.
110-year-old, easily 110-year-olds. Because you know what? It's not like I'm surrounded by. There's no stipulation that I'm surrounded by them. Because 110-year-olds, that's still a lot of pounds of human beings.
Sure.
But if they're just like at the end of the road coming at me, I think I have the tactics about me to like take one, just take some down.
Oh, sure.
And then however many run away, well, they're disqualified, I would imagine. I'm not sure what the rules of this engagement are.
Right, there are no rules.
Right, if there's no DQ, guess what? I'll hunt you down.
That's fair.
I'll hunt you down.
Yeah.
I'll get my milli, bro. I'm in battle, bro. Sign me up.
I'm in.
Evil Genie with another DM here. I offer you reincarnation. Here's the catch. You remain yourself, and you restart life from the age of 13, doing what you've already done and knowing what you know today. Do you accept?
Okay, I have a question. Knowing what I know and all that stuff, am I allowed to change things?
I would imagine so. It's reincarnation. It's a new life.
So if I'm back and it's just like, it's like a video game and I get to respawn at, 13 or whatever he said?
Yeah, 13.
And I can make changes?
I would take it.
I would take it, but I'd have to be careful. So here for example, I met someone, I married her, and things, of course, at the beginning, like most marriages, are very great and beautiful and wonderful. Great family, 4 kids. I would still want the 4 kids.
Sure.
I don't not want to undo that somehow.
Right, butterfly effect, right?
Right. So that's the thing you have to be careful with. For example, I've passed up on jobs and opportunities and things like that. Not that I have regrets, but, you always think like, hey, if I had done that, man, I really would have been, like, either wealthy or...
Sure.
And so I wouldn't want to mess that up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, God.
But it's tough. It's tough, right? Because my first thought, being asked this question, this DM, my first thought was like, oh shit, well the second I turn 18, all my money's going into Nvidia and Bitcoin.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll cash out at some point and I'll be fine for a while. But then I would still like I'm happier today than I was 7 years ago. Really.
Okay.
And because there's been some really, really low lows, especially my late teenage, early 20s years.
Sure.
So like, would I still endure those to get to where I am today? Would I change things to subvert that and try and regain the timeline at some point? Like, I don't know. You know, because there's so much you could do knowing what you know.
Right.
To go back and be like, oh, easy, I can just buy Apple, Nvidia, and Bitcoin and I'll be fine for life.
Yep.
But then, like, how would wealth change your life?
Right.
Would you stay at that shitty job? Would you have met the people you'd have met?
Right.
Interesting. It's very interesting. I think I would take the offer because then, you know, when I die in this life, whether that's at a ripe old age or before that for whatever reason, I would just get to be me again, but knowing what I know. So I think it's a good opportunity. I think it would just be, it'd be tough on how to play it.
It would be very tough.
Yeah, I would take it, but I would also have the rest of this life to consider how to treat it.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
You know, because the troubles and the tribulations and things of that nature, it for better or for worse, it's helped make us who we are.
It forms you. Yeah.
So if you somehow change that and then it changes something else and changes something else, it kind of goes back to the Doc Brown theory from Back to the Future that creates an alternate reality,
right,
that states that if there's this linear line and this is reality, this is your existence, but you're able to go back and, you know, or you had taken road A, now you get the opportunity, oh, I'm going to go road B. Now all of a sudden there's that split off. And naturally, no matter how many things remain the same or things that will be different, it's something completely different anyway.
Right. And there's like the three paradoxes of time travel. There's like the multiverse, there's the split timeline, there's the fixed timeline. And it's just like, well, what would it really be? Because as far as reincarnation goes, if you're just like time warped back to when you were 13 in the exact point,
yep,
it would just be a split timeline.
Yep.
And that's just how it would be. Because you would know an extra 50 years of things.
Correct.
As a 13-year-old, of course it's going to split off somewhere.
For sure.
Right.
100%.
It's like, hey, I think the 85 Bears are going to win it all this year.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
It's like, how do you know?
And is that ultimately what you use it for? You know, ultimately, are you kind of like,
right?
Oh yeah, I remember this team won this year, so I'm just gonna bet money here,
right?
And then just like a humongous 30-year parlay, and just roll this into this into this and this. All of a sudden, have millions of dollars, and be like, oh, well, I'm going to keep my life as much as I can the same way, and now I'll just have money instead of having no money.
Right. But is it plausible?
Butterfly
effect, is it plausible?
And if, in fact, you made that decision to place that bet, then does that somehow affect the outcome of that game?
Right.
Because you placed a bet that was not placed originally.
Right. Or even if you inject money into a stock, the stock will change. It will gain in value.
Right.
What does that butterfly effect happen?
Well, exactly. So that a lot to consider there.
Final DM I received today.
Mm-hmm.
Crippy Grew.
Crap.
Coming through, my man. If you had the power to domesticate one animal, similar to how dogs or cats are, which animal would you choose?
Ooh. Do you have thoughts?
I do have thoughts. I think, like, the first idea I had was, like, foxes. Because foxes are kind of like that interesting in-between, where it's, like, kind of half dog, half cat. But then they're feral, right? They're out in the world. They're wild animals. But it seems like they would just be, like, kind of cute little companions. You could still play fetch with them like a dog. But then you could also kind of just, like, fuck off and let them do their thing, sit in the windowsill like a cat. And I think that'd be a neat in-between. Like, my first thought is foxes.
Uh-huh.
But then, like, does it have to be quadrupedal? You know? Does it have to be? Does it have to be a living animal? Could I choose, like, a kiwi, right? Anything that's gone extinct. An emu. Have you seen that one video of that one, like, whacked out Australian guy? And he's walking his emu on a leash across the street? It's hilarious. He's walking his emu across the street on a leash, and some dude comes up to him filming. And he's like, What are you doing, mate? Like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm walking my emu, cunt. It's like, you've got this bloody bird with you. And he's like, it's a fucking emu. His name is Blathers. And he's an asshole. And you can see there's like peck marks on his jacket.
Oh, no.
And he's like, the dude recording, he's like, oh, you fucked up, cunt. He's like, fuck off.
That's funny.
It is a hilarious video. I don't think I would choose emus because not only did Australia lose the war to the emus,
they did.
They're huge birds. It's like an ostrich size.
That bird will jack you up.
Yeah, if it's not foxes, my first thought would be like pigeons, because pigeons are already half domesticated.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That's why you can just walk past them on the street and they're chilling.
Correct.
Pigeons were domesticated and we just fell off.
And we fell off. That's correct.
We fell off, not them. So foxes and pigeons, I would go with foxes because we're familiar with quadrupedal pets.
Mm-hmm.
But pigeons would be cool. Just like pet the pigeon, like shits in its cage where it's supposed to, just kind of flies around.
Right.
It's like, hey, pigeon, grab me that remote over there, bro.
Right.
It just like brings it on by. It's like, my man.
My man. Thank you, pigeon.
So pigeons or foxes?
I like that. I have a thought. I don't know how realistic it is, but what the hell? I would think tiger.
A tiger. The old jungle cat.
The old jungle cat. And it's primarily because, like, when it comes to dogs anyway, I've always liked bigger dogs. And tigers are my favorite animal. By far. They're gorgeous. I think that they're underrated. Like, most people be like, oh, lions, the king of that. And I'm like,
no.
Nah, I think a Bengal tiger would jack one up, man.
Oh, sure.
I think a Bengal tiger, if motivated enough, would F up a lion.
Right.
I really do believe that.
Something about jungle cats where they just kind of exist.
They do.
You know? Like, we're on the same plane of being predators. You know, you take your prey, I'll take mine. We'll both eat.
Exactly. And you see a tiger, like, in the zoo or on a television show, like in the wild, whatever the case might be.
Or in pictures next to Mike Tyson.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, don't take Mike Tyson's tiger. That's a bad idea.
Mike Tyson wanted to fight a gorilla and they wouldn't let him.
That says enough, man.
Right.
You watch them in the wild and like how they move and they do different things. You're just like, it's like any cat.
It's
like
any
like
house
a cat you'd see. It's just they're just tiny cats.
They're equally as elegant.
But if I had a machine that could blow one up 4 or 5 times its size, it would be the tiger.
Right.
Because that's in its nature.
But yeah, right. At what point of blowing up a cat in this hypothetical would it become feral? Mm-hmm. Would a cat become feral?
Right. Well,
because cats are already kind of assholes.
They are.
I mean, I love cats. I love my cats.
But if you're able to take a tiger at its cub phase, and you're able to treat it like a dog, you know, you're able to pet it, you're able to feed it, and then it becomes reliant on you for its basic needs, then I think naturally it is going to become domesticated. But, and I've seen videos of people that do this with tigers, and they keep them, and like somebody hasn't seen a tiger in 10 years, and he comes back, and the tiger's like, oh my God, my best friend, and like tackles him, and they're playing around. But at what point does the tiger remember it's a tiger?
Right.
Like, does it ever, if it doesn't have that memory of being in the wild and hunting food and doing all these things, if you have truly domesticated it, will it ever be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm a tiger, I can just sink my teeth in this guy's neck and eat him?
Right. It happens with chimpanzees and apes. Mm-hmm. People try and domesticate chimpanzees and apes and things like that. And then at some point, they go crazy. It's like, oh, shit, I'm a wild animal. I'm just going to kill you.
Correct.
And there was the whole thing, like Tiger King. Back during 2020, the pandemic, everyone was watching Tiger King. Mm-hmm. And things just go wrong with big cats.
Yep.
Things just go wrong. It takes generations and generations. It takes decades, maybe centuries, to
Sure.
domesticate a species.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've done that with dogs, and it's taken millennia. I mean, they've been domesticated for centuries, but how long did it really take to domesticate dogs? Probably centuries.
Centuries, yeah.
You're not just going to domesticate a generation of jungle cats.
Mm-hmm.
It will take centuries,
Yeah.
because the generation you try to domesticate still has a wild instinct. It's how they were born.
Sure.
You know, nature versus nurture. Their nature is to be wild and hunt prey.
Hunt, prey. Right.
It's going to take generation after generation of these jungle cats being domesticated for them to realize, like, oh, yeah, we're just chill with these people.
Right, exactly.
We'll chill with these people. So that's... And I think that's the crux of it, is, like, domesticate an animal with the snap of a finger.
Yeah.
My first thought is foxes, but tigers is a fun one. I do like that.
That is a fun one, because just a big animal be just like a big goofy dog. And yeah, are they going to eat you out of house and home? Well, unless you want them to eat you, yep, you're going to buy
It's
them
like
steaks.
Two Great Danes.
Exactly. Yeah, you're going to buy them steaks and roasts and shit, and that's going to be their dinner, and that's the way it is. But yeah, I think a tiger would be cool as hell.
That'd be righteous.
No one would ever break into your home.
Hell no. Hell no. They break through the glass. They like hear the tiger go off. They're like, fuck you.
I picked the wrong house. Take care, everybody.
Yep. See yous.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's funny. All right. Well, that was your last one.
Absolutely.
All right. That's our DMs for this week. Hit us up on the socials if you care to send us a DM. We'll read it on air. And this takes us to a segment of the show called The Other Foods. So Aiden scours, and I mean scours the world for foods that, well, let's just say, are not particularly edible.
Atypical, sure.
Might make a Billy go puke.
In a way.
So, I don't know. What do you have for us?
I went to the country of Russia.
Oh, buddy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm continuing my country by country takedown, if you will.
That is what you're doing, yep.
So I went to Russia.
Okay.
I found their poorest rated food dishes.
Okay.
The first one I have here, Indigirka. Indigirka, a Russian fish salad.
Ugh.
It consists of diced frozen fish topped with onion, oil, salt, and pepper, served in a bowl of ice.
Oh.
So the fish is frozen. The onions, oil, and salt, well, I mean, onions have water in them. They might start to freeze. But the oil, salt, and pepper, that's just there for flavor, I guess. But it's just frozen fish and onions served in a bowl of ice. That's the whole dish.
Nah.
Yeah, and I know you're not a sushi guy. You're not much of a seafood fan. I enjoy sushi, and this just sounds foul.
It sounds terrible.
It sounds not very good. It's apparently typically made with, like, white fish, so they're not, like, I guess in air quotes, foul to enjoy.
Ah, okay.
But, yeah, it's just, no thank you.
Nah,
No
I'm
thank
out.
you. A bowl made of ice filled with fish, filled with ice, with onions and pepper.
Damn.
No thank you. Next dish I have, rasolnik, a popular Russian soup with a unique aroma and flavor, coming from pickled cucumbers, pearl parsley, vegetables such as potatoes, onions, carrots, fresh herbs, and beef organs. Beef or pork organs, plus a hint of chicken liver.
Oh, come on. Ah.
And this was the substitute instead of using fish offal.
Nope.
So, you know, I get the whole thing of, like, don't be wasteful, you know, use every part of the animal if you're going to use it for food. But just like, dude, you could have just made a good soup.
Sure.
You didn't have to put organs in it.
Did not.
You could just put regular people meat.
That's all you had to do.
It is a privileged take to say that, but also, like, come on.
But still, come on.
Have taste buds.
That's what I'm saying.
The final Russian food I have for you is shuba, or
Ooh.
popular referred to as herring under a fur coat.
Oh, no.
It is a unique Russian salad heavily in air quotes,
Yeah.
consisting of 3 distinct layers. It can having more than that, but the original is made with 3. It's a base of grated potatoes. Good start. Finely chopped onion on top of that. Okie dokie. And then you put chopped pickled herring on top of that. And if we know anything about fermented or pickled herring, it is that is the worst
Yeah.
thing you can do.
Oh, no question.
Fermented herring, for anyone that doesn't know, is better known in Sweden as surströmming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
This is that.
No.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah, so it's potatoes, onion, pickled herring,
Oh.
carrots, mayonnaise, beets, mayonnaise. That's the layers.
Nope.
So, yeah, that's a couple Russian
No,
dishes
that's
for
like
you.
that's like there's items in that are fine, but the way I always put it is, if you take a heaping pile of dog shit and put a rose on top, it is still a heaping pile of dog shit.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
yuck.
it's like they heard about shepherd's pie, and they were like, "Oh, maybe we can do that with the nastiest thing imaginable."
Yeah.
I think not, brother.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
think I'll pass, big man.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh God.
So, God bless Russia.
God bless. The next item, we kind of a little hint to this, was my Fry Guy Fry review, but we're putting the fries on the shelf for a hot minute because I thought I've tried most, if not all, the big ones, at least in the Midwest here, and
Handful
some local
ones.
chains.
Yeah.
And I thought, there's other things to review, other things that I eat a lot of.
That are commonly accessible.
Yes, correct. And I'm a single guy. I've been single for a while, and so
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Not that it's necessarily been a while for that, but it's been a while since I've cohabitated. And that being said, I love to cook, but I'm not always just going to cook for myself because my brain only knows to cook one way. And so I cook, and then I'm like, wow, that's a lot of food.
Right.
And then I eat it, and then maybe I have one left over, and I am throwing a lot of food out, and I get pissed. So I don't like doing that. I would much rather just have a frozen meal and throw it in the oven or the microwave and just be done with it. And then that is a serving, and I've eaten for like $3 or $4, and it's fine. So that being the case, I thought since I eat a lot of these said frozen meals, that I would review them.
Oh, smart man.
Yeah, so this is going to be the Frozen Guy review.
The Frozen Guy review.
Frozen Guy review. And I'm starting out with one that was a surprise. So I went and shopped at a different grocery store. I can say who they are, right? It's Meijer. There's other states that have Meijer.
Not sure if they're national, but they're definitely around.
There's
they're
other
regional.
Midwestern states, that have them. And so I went to Meijer. I rarely grocery shop when I run into Meijer. And just because there's other options, things that are cheaper, whatever.
For sure.
But I was in there, I thought I would just, because I was getting low, I thought I would just pick up a frozen meal or two since I was there. Well, they had some different things that the other stores didn't have. And I'm like, how about that? That's interesting. So they had these frozen meals that had the Yellowstone logo on it from the television show.
Oh.
And I thought, that's weird. I've never seen those before. And so it was like a lot of that, like there were only I think 4 of them in there, maybe 4 different kinds, but they were kind of all based on like these home cooked meals that like ranchers would have after working in the field or something that they can like eat when they're out there, like get the kettle cooking out there, and they put like
right.
And so like it was a concept with a brand, and I thought that's interesting. I can try that. I like Yellowstone. I'll throw them a bone. And so I picked it up at Yellowstone's Rips Ranch Hand Beef and Cheese Pasta Bake.
Now that already sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah, so basically, enjoy a taste of the ranch with our Yellowstone Rips Ranch Hand Beef and Cheese Pasta Bake. The dish is made with freshly made cavatappi pasta with a zesty beef tomato sauce topped with cheddar cheese to bring you a rugged beauty and traditions of ranch-style living in every bite.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored,
but
not a lie either.
Hear us out.
Not a lie either. Like, I ate that, and it felt like someone cooked that meal for me. And when you're eating frozen meals, it's not always that way.
Certainly.
Was definitely that way. I felt like someone cooked something in the kitchen. It smelled like it too, by the way. It smelled like, and it's like someone had cooked this meal for me, and I had it in this little bowl, and it was just perfect. I'm like, wow, someone cooked a meal for me. That was so nice.
Right.
Thank you, Rip.
Yeah. Mr. Rip.
Mr. Rip.
Mrs. Rip.
Mr. Rip, thank you.
Senor Rip.
Senor Rip cooking this lovely meal. It was great. Like the pasta was cooked to perfection in the time allotted. I'll even mention that on occasion. Like if things take extra minutes or less minutes or whatever, this was right on. They were right on the money with their cooking time on the back. It was perfect. The pasta was excellent, like you had just cooked it on the stove. And that meat sauce and everything, it was great. It was fantastic. And like some things you eat and you'll eat and like 2 or 3 hours later, you're like, oh, damn, I'm hungry again.
Yeah.
Not the case here. Felt like I ate a meal.
Good.
And so that is also another plus. What a hell of a way to start this thing out, without question. So on a scale of 1 to 10, like I normally would rate my fries, I will keep the rating system the same way. I'm going to go 9.4 out of 10.
Elite scale.
It's elite scale for sure. I was not counting on it. I thought it was because it was sponsored. I didn't think, it would be, that great. But it floored me. It floored me. It was really good.
That's really, fantastic news.
I loved it. It was great. So definitely go out there and get it. Yellowstone's Rips Ranch and Beef and Cheese Pasta Bake.
Suggested but not sponsored.
Correct. It was fantastic. So I'll be doing these for a while, maybe at least for this fourth season, where I'll just try something new every week, and I will let you know what I think about it.
Righteous.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it is our feature segment. You just made the list on the Mark Mo Show podcast. All right, we are back for our feature segment here on the Mark Mo Show. You just made the list. It's our top 10 list of, well, hell, just about anything we can think of. We go 10 to 2 with our big number 1 reveal. And let's see, rules.
There's rules?
That's what I hear. Hang on. Hold on.
The red tape is insane.
Oh, 14 subsection A, B. Oh, here it is.
Yeah?
There are no rules.
Woo!
Yep, that's the rule.
Thank goodness sake.
So I think we're good. I think we're all right.
My man.
Yeah, so this week, based on the information that came out 2 days ago now, I want to say, Rush is back. Getty and Alex are back, and they're going to be going on tour with a new female drummer. I'm not quite sure what her name is, but she is a super fan and a drummer, and I'm just under the assumption she's all that in a bag of chips.
Right. If you're as goated as Neil Peart, rest his soul.
Right.
It'll be good to have Rush back.
It'll be good. Absolutely. It feels, and things, unfortunate things like this happen. It happened with Cliff Burton. It happened with other guys and other bands. So I completely understand how that works. But it just feels like there was maybe more music on the board that they had when all of this happened. And was it right for them to step away? Probably so. But it's also right for them to come back. I mean, it's like, even though you want to be like, hey, we're not going to do this without him, it's like, well, now you can do this to tribute him.
Certainly.
In a way. And from what I understand, part of the show will be that. So I think it's going to be pretty great. So at any rate, they're back, which is great. They're going to be on tour. I'd love to go, but if it's like $400 or $500 or $600 like every other damn show these days, then I'll just catch people's videos
we'll watch
online.
The highlights, yeah.
That's exactly what's going to happen. But at any rate, Aiden, I'll let you start. It is best Rush songs of all time.
And they have quite the discography.
Quite the catalog.
To choose from. And going through my list 10 to 2, saving the number 1 reveal, it may become clear to those individuals listening, you lovely listeners, which Rush album is kind of my favorite. I do have a favorite. It does show its colors here. You'll probably be able to tell. I'll start with my number 10, Far Cry.
Okay.
Great song.
Yep.
Number 9, Roll the Bones.
Roll of Bones, great.
Another excellent album.
Yep.
Number 8, Free Will. Number 7, The Big Money.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Number 6, Subdivisions. Great track.
Yep.
Number 5, Spirit of the Radio.
Yeah.
A good listen. Number 4, Limelight. Had to be.
Oh, you have to have Limelight.
Had to be top 5 for sure. Number 3, Fly By Night. That's a catchy one.
Oh, did I forget Fly By Night?
No. Oh, no.
I didn't, though, because I didn't read my list yet. So.
Oh, that's true.
Continue.
The people don't know that you didn't forget Fly By Night.
Good God.
Oh,
Unbelievable. No. My brain is melted.
Just make it tie somewhere.
That's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing.
2 is going to be Working Man.
Very nice.
Working Man, 9 to 5. Mine's not quite 9 to 5, but it's the same fucking hustle everyone's stuck in.
I know. All right, I'm going to go with my 10 to 2 and my big number 1 reveal. Number 10, it's a tie.
What? No way.
I couldn't decide.
Unbelievable. It's tough a choice.
Between Fly By Night
No way, it was on your
Red
list.
Sector A.
That is a tough choice.
Yeah, so they're tied at 10.
They're tied at 10.
Tied at 10.
Wow.
Fucking stupid.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. Number 9, Red Barchetta.
Oh, sure.
Number 8, The Spirit of Radio. Number
Nice.
7, Time Stands Still. It's a great duet that they do with the female lead singer from Till Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
If you've never heard it, check it out. It's such a great duet. I love it.
That'll be a new one for me.
Number 6, Roll the Bones. Number 5, Subdivisions.
Nice.
Number 4, Distant Early Warning.
Oh, shit, right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good track.
Number 3, Limelight. And number 2, Is it the one with the taste? I'm sorry.
Go Tom Sawyer.
Little Tom Sawyer. And that takes us to our number 1.
The number ones. Your number 2 is my number 1, Tom Sawyer. Great track.
Tom Sawyer.
The lyrics, the beat. Neil Peart fucking
That drum solo is a killer.
Off. Oh my god.
You're just like,
oh yeah.
What?
How many drums does this fucking guy have?
Yeah, he's got a million, and he's in the middle.
Oh yeah. So Tom Sawyer number 1 for me. I mean, what a track.
I think you and I flippity flopped. Because I think your number 2 is my number 1. I have Working Man.
Yeah, there you go.
I have Working Man. That's so I guess it's clear between Aiden and I. Working Man, Tom Sawyer, 1A, 1B.
Yep.
For sure.
For sure.
That is ultimate Rush.
Yes. And for anyone non-Rush fans out there, first of all, I might suggest you to listen to some Rush. And for anyone that didn't catch it, Moving Pictures is the album I was mentioning.
Moving Pictures is the album.
It is the Of course, all of their albums are fantastic, but it is the quintessential, like, holy shit, this band is really good.
Yeah, it's either that or 2112.
Sure. Yeah.
That's and quite frankly, like it's.
By the way, I cut 2112 from my list.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was like, I should have put them on there, but I'm like, I'm gonna keep it to 10.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But 2112 also has kind of an iconic logo, which a lot of people get tattoos on. That's the Starman logo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the guy that's kind of with his arms out and there's a star there.
Yep.
That's a pretty neat logo on that album for sure.
Great list, great songs.
Great songs, great list. If you have any Rush songs that we've missed or albums you like, once again, hit us up in the DMs. We're happy to have an exchange with you. And now, normally we'd be going to review, preview. I've been going to the movies. I look at what's at the movies, and it just looks like dog crap. Not that I won't watch dog crap and then talk about it. I could very well do that.
But it's about pinching a penny. We'll watch dog crap for free.
On Netflix or something.
Exactly.
Which I did, by the way.
Borrow it
recently.
from the library.
So I think that, maybe I'll talk about that one next week because it was not great. But at any rate, we're going to resurrect something we used to do, which is down the Reddit rabbit hole. And Aiden spends his time down that rabbit hole quite frequently and comes up with stuff. He shoots me texts and stuff like that. So once we started doing this, we're like, hey, that's right. That segment we used to do. So I think we're gonna play with that a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know Aiden's got some some things to share. I don't know if we want to title it like "Follow the Money" or what you want to do, but it's definitely some interesting data for sure.
Yes, yeah, and that's usually the thing is going down the Reddit rabbit hole is, of course, anything news, world politics, pop culture.
Yep.
You can find anything on Reddit. Now, I like to find graphs and statistics because I'm a fucking nerd, and you can make fun of me, but you're the one at the loss because I'm the one with the knowledge, baby.
Yeah.
Down the Reddit rabbit hole, this first graph I have for you today that I will be explaining because this is a visual show, or not a visual show, it's an auditory show. Revenue per employee, which is how much money the company makes per employee they employ. And this is of the top companies by revenue of 2025. So this is current. And we'll start with the energy sector. So ExxonMobil, who apparently are not that worried about climate change or anything. Because, hey, think of the shareholders. What would the shareholders think if we're actually worried about humanity in 100 years from now?
Correct.
Revenue per employee. Per employee, this company makes $5.7 million.
Oh, damn.
Per employee. And that is not what an employee at ExxonMobil makes.
No.
Period.
Mm-mm.
Per employee, ExxonMobil makes $5.7 million. Saudi Aramco, $6.4 million. Shell, $3.0 million.
Okay.
$3 million per employee working at Shell. What about healthcare, you say? CVS Pharmacy, CVS Health, as they're known, per employee, and I know their employees don't make shit.
Right.
$1.4 million in revenue.
Good God.
For every employee.
That's gross.
Yeah. The tech sector, Apple, $2.4 million per employee. Alphabet is $1.9 million. Let's talk retail, Costco. Now, Costco, I'll usually give a pass because they're typically pretty good with paying their employees. Their employees are typically unionized, but they've been having trouble recently because the unions aren't agreeing with a lot of the Costco decisions.
Oh.
A lot of the unionized employees are not happy with their wages. And per employee, Costco makes $764,000.
Okay.
$750,000 per employee, and that is not even close to what their employees make. Walmart's $324,000 per employee,
That's gross.
and they pay their people like $10 an hour.
Right.
$10 an hour, they're making $750,000, a third of $1 million.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Toyota. God bless Toyota. My 09 Camry is still running strong. But here's the issue. Per employee, they make $821,000.
Oh, my God.
JP Morgan Chase. You know, we love shitting on the financial sector.
Sure.
$879,000 per employee. Berkshire Hathaway, even worse, $947,000 per employee. These companies make so much fucking money off of our labor.
Yep.
Our labor funds their fucking yachts. Their third mansion. It's absurd.
That is absurd. That's gross.
Yeah. It's foul.
Yep.
It's foul. And if you see the graphs, I don't have one today. Maybe I'll get one for a future week. But if you see the graphs of how the wealth gap very, very interestingly mirrors the union membership percentage.
Sure.
When unions are strong and the working class is properly represented, hey, it's almost like we make more money.
Right.
We get a larger percentage of the value of the labor we perform.
Yeah.
Interesting how that pans out.
And why would you not want the consumer class to have more money?
The consumer class that allows your capitalism to exist.
Right. Instead, you're going to pay them shit, and they can't consume the things they need to be consuming.
Right. And this is all possible because of my next little graph here.
Okay.
Top lobbyist groups in the United States
good Lord.
by dollars spent. And this is year to date of 2024, which was the election year. So, America's health insurance plans, $6.6 million spent on your politicians. RTX Corp, $6.67 million. The Internet and Television Association of the country, $6.8 million.
Oh,
Alphabet Inc., because Google wants to own everything, of course.
Yeah.
$7.2 million spent on the politicians you vote for. Comcast and their dog shittery, $7.3 million spent. General Motors, $7.6 million. Amazon, $9.5 million spent on buying politicians. AARP, I mean, because more insurance and healthcare has got to be up here, right? $9.5 million. Meta, because, Facebook has to own everything also.
Yes.
$13.5 million spent on buying politicians. Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Hey, if anyone's curious out there, oh man, why don't we have universal healthcare yet? Why can't we be an actual first world country where people get healthcare? This is why. Blue Cross Blue Shield. $14.5 million spent buying politicians. American Hospital Association.
Oh, God.
$14.6 million. Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, $16.9 million. National Association of Realtors.
Aha!
Interesting how that works.
Yep, that one doesn't surprise me.
Oh, there's no affordable housing. Like, people literally have to work their spines away for these capitalist cunts. Why can't we afford to live? Oh, it's because the Association of Realtors spent $31.5 million on purchasing your politicians.
It's so gross.
And overall, the highest lobbyist group is the U.S. Chamber of Commerce itself, spending $38 million purchasing the wills of politicians.
That's disgusting.
It's foul. It is absolutely foul. And going forward, I have these set up kind of chronologically here.
Okay, no, that's good.
To make it make sense. A graph here. Which products will consumers be spending more on over the next 5 years? So these product categories are ranked by their annual growth rate, projected annual growth rate from 2025 to 2029.
Okay.
First and foremost, food is expected to raise 12.16% annually.
Oh, God.
Through 2029. Tobacco is up 12.01% annually. Now, I don't really care about that because, hey, people, protect your lungs out there. But coming up after that is 10.3% annual growth household essentials. Toilet paper, paper towels,
sure.
toiletries. Online education is up 9% yearly projected. Beverages as a whole, 9.2%. Luxury goods, which neither of us are in the class of being able to purchase luxury goods. But fashion is up 8.2%. E-services, 7.7%. Pharmaceuticals over the next 5 years will grow 7.55% every year.
That's gross.
And they're already inflated.
Yep.
Ask any Canadian how much a vial of insulin costs.
Oh, my God, yeah. Yep.
Furniture is going up 7.3% yearly. Online food delivery is going up 7% yearly. Toys and hobby goods, 6.6% yearly. Eyewear, part of healthcare, unless you're in the U.S., 6.1% every year. It will go up. By the way, all of these are greater than inflation.
Yes, correct.
All of these. Electronics are up 4.1% year over year. Media, 4%. Dating services made this list, up 1.3% year over year. But if you're wondering why your money doesn't go as far as it used to, it's because capitalists are fucking stealing from you.
Yes, they are.
Every year.
That's gross.
Every year. And that is what I wanted to bring up during the Reddit rabbit hole, because I thought it, it kind of plays hand in hand with our opening dialogue, which, it's depressing as it is, but it's good to hear the facts behind it. Like, these are tangible statistics showing why we talk about what we talk about during the opening dialogue.
Yeah.
Because if you think, I'm comfortable for now, none of this shit really matters. Oh, it'll catch up. It'll catch up. Your pay
Oh,
won't.
Yeah. Yep.
Your pay won't. You're
No, the pay
not
definitely
part of
won't.
the club.
No, the pay definitely won't. And that's the thing, too, is I think, not to get off point, and it may not be off point, but I think that if things politically do change in this country over the next couple of years, I think that your average taxpayer should be due massive rebates from the federal government.
Oh, yeah.
It may, for the average family, maybe upper 4, if not 5 figures, that can be used on healthcare and clothes and your mortgage or a car or whatever, because we've just had to bend over and take it for not even years, or you're talking decades, and it's time, and quite frankly, it doesn't even make me feel even the least bit odd or weird suggesting that, because it's our money.
Right.
It's our money. We've been paying into this forever.
Yeah.
So,
and of the 200 million poorest of us, also known as the working class, how much of our money, the labor we do day to day, how much of that money generated goes towards unfair wars or towards subsidizing billionaires and their silly fucking space projects?
Yep.
Or, unbelievable spending on a military that just gives it away to contractors.
That's what they do.
It's unbelievable. We, the American people, should be comfortable.
Yes.
Should be comfortable. There is enough resources on the globe for every human being to be fed and sheltered and have clean water, and that's not the case because there are a couple dozen rich people that think, number go up, I want to be the first trillionaire.
That's right.
That's the exact reason you're not comfortable today, and it pisses me off that more people aren't pissed off.
People should be. People should be, unless you're in the 1% or close to the 1%. Anyone else should be mad for one reason or another, without question. Well, that was great. Thank you for going down that rabbit hole, Aiden. I much appreciate it, and hopefully, if it is not an every week thing, perhaps even every other week, we'll sprinkle it in, give certain segments a rest here and there. I definitely think it's worth having on the show for sure. So I do appreciate your work there. And before we take our final break, while you were sleeping, so Aiden, once again, he loves these rabbit holes, goes down there and he tries to find something in terms of a TV show, a movie, it could be a book. I don't know. It is so many different things that we may have missed, that we may have slept on a little bit. Aiden finds them, lets us know about them. What do you have this week, Aiden?
This week I have a website for you.
Oh, okay.
itch.io. So it's itch.io is the website. It is a hosting website, a distributor, if you will, of indie video games, RPGs, game assets, comics, music. Pretty much you can distribute anything on itch.io. And as of, I think late last year, they had over 1 million products on their site. Now, here's the thing. It is as far as Wikipedia describes them, itch.io is a common platform for small and independent developers. Anyone can publish on the website. It uses a pay-what-you-want model for both customers and developers.
Oh, wow.
Developers can set a minimum price for their games, but buyers can choose to pay extra. Developers, of course, can also do just like $0, pay what you can.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Type for their games, which is very economical these days. Since 2015, itch.io has let developers dictate how much revenue the website receives from their sales.
Ah.
Which is very clever because things like Steam or, if you're a large enough company, go through Xbox or PlayStation, they just set whatever rates they want, and you have to be okay with that. No, they let their developers decide how much the website gets. It's set at 10% by default, which at the time, industry norm for developing and selling a game.
Yeah.
The website you sell it on gets 30% of your sales.
Oh.
Yeah, itch.io's base is 10%, but you can decide what they get regardless. And of course, they have like customizable store pages, and it doesn't matter how big of a developer you are. You don't have to deal with like the corporate side of Steam. You don't have to deal with any mega corpo Xbox or PlayStation things. It is like the place to go to find indie games and essentially like single person developers making a game from like ground up. And especially if you're on a low budget, if you're like, man, I really want to play some of these indie horror games that they always talk about, that's the place to go. Absolutely the place to go. 90% of what is on their marketplace is pay what you can.
Wow.
So if you have $0 in your pocket, but you have a functioning computer, you can download a horror game and play it. And you know what? You stumble upon some money. Hey, I'm going to go back and give this dev
sure
20 bones. So it is a good environment for gaming.
Yeah.
And it's kind of heartbreaking. It hasn't gotten more popular. It has grown in popularity over the last 5 years or so, but
yeah.
it definitely deserves a shout out because as far as marketplaces go for video games, it is the most developer friendly. It is the most customer friendly, where the website itself isn't trying to scalp developers, and developers aren't trying to scalp players. So it is like the place to go for gaming or for game assets, or just the sense of community amongst like indie game devs. Like, hey, I want to build this neat thing, and they do game jams all the time.
Yeah,
where these are like little contests where like you get 20 game developers together and say like, hey, starting at this time, you've got 48 hours to make the best like horror game you can with the theme of kitchen plates.
Yeah.
And they just do what they can, and it's really fun and goofy and spooky, of course. And it's a great community, and you can just go there and play horror games for free if you don't have the cash for it. If you do have the cash for it, of course, support when you can. But that's the place to go. Itch.io. Not sponsored, but I really, really support them.
I love that. Itch.io. So get on there and check it out. It's a website. Enter it just as he said, and I just was kind of, as Aiden was talking about, I was kind of just tooling around in there a little bit. It's really neat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Well, thanks for bringing that up, and we're going to check out here for a second, and we come back. We've got a beer review and the world of weird news coming up for you. Right, we are back for the finish of our show, the Mark Moe Show. Your host here, Mark Maloney, along with Aiden Maloney, my co-host. And we always do our official beer review. Each and every week, all sorts of beers from all over the world. And this week, we have... I don't know if you would call it a macro as opposed to microbrews we often do, but it has some international flavor for certain. Hopefully ice won't come take our beers.
Right. Oh, man.
Anyway, just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. I swear to God.
Right.
Anyway, what do we got this week, Aiden?
A little Victoria Brew. It is made by Gruppo Modelo, which is indeed a macro brewery, which, as you could tell by the name, also makes Modelo and Corona. They're all the same company.
They're all the same.
They're all the same company. And if you look at what SAB Miller or Anheuser-Busch or Molson Coors, a few small companies own everything. That's just capitalism. But this is made by Gruppo Modelo. It's a Victoria. It is a lager. It's a Vienna lager.
Ooh.
And Vienna lagers typically range from copper to reddish in color. Should have a nice malty aroma, little sweet malt flavor to it. Low on the bitterness scale is how Vienna lagers are typically characterized. And we will be sampling this here for you today. 4% ABV. So if you're looking to keep it, you're looking to take or chill, you can go for one of these for sure.
Absolutely.
A nice, perhaps summertime brewski. I know we're well into fall now, but we will be trying this Victoria Brew here for you.
Ah, lovely.
Oh, yeah. Nice can sound for you.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be ranking it on the Untapped app, not sponsored but recommended. It is free, where you can just rank brews as you try them.
Yeah, I dig it. And we got the big 24 ouncers here.
The big can, the 24 ouncers, and we'll rank them on a scale from 0 to 5 on how much we like them. We'll give you our tasting notes. And Slancha, let us know
Let's go.
in the comments.
Clink.
What you are drinking today.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's very smooth.
It's clean. Very clean.
Yeah. Little malt on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the aftertaste is a little yeasty. You definitely get that, like, lager.
A little bit, but not too bad.
Yeah, a little lager yeastiness to it. But yeah, the malt definitely comes through. Very light, very clean. I think the low ABV definitely helps out with that.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
That's very casual.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think if you're talking about kind of that hot day, you're out doing work in the yard and you come in, I think an ice cold Victoria would be great.
Sure.
I think it pairs with a lot of foods well.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you're talking about barbecued steaks or pulled
Certainly.
pork or anything like that, I think that would pair really well with that.
Something a little malty and cool to cut through the acidity and fattiness of like beef and barbecue.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so.
That's
very good, though.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very pleasant. Now, lagers typically aren't my go-to.
Nope.
So, of course, my bias will play into my rating of it. But as far as lagers go, this is pretty dang good.
Yeah, it is, no doubt.
Pretty dang good. Flavor profile, the Untapped app always gives us 5 to choose from, the most popular. Of the 5 they suggest, light-bodied, smooth, clean, sweet, and malty. I would agree with most of those.
Light-bodied, smooth, and clean for sure. Malty for sure. Not so much sweet. I don't get sweet.
No, it's not. I mean, there's a touch of sweet from the maltiness, but it's not. I wouldn't characterize it as sweet.
Correct.
No, I'll give it yeasty, light-bodied, smooth, clean, and malty.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now the question is, where do you put it point-wise?
That's tough. And I'm not a huge lager guy, so I'm kind of torn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of torn. I think I'll go 3. I'll go 3.0 even on the scale to 5. I like it. It's not... Lagers just aren't my vibe. Like if I'm drinking something besides water or coffee, I want it to have like flavor, like smack my tongue with flavor.
Sure.
And this, while very casual, and I do enjoy it. I want to reinforce that I do enjoy it. It's just not my first choice, but I want to make note that it is good. So I'm going 3 on 5.
Yeah, I went 3.25. We weren't too entirely different on that one. I do, however, enjoy lagers. I have no issues with them, and yeah, because I mean, what am I? I'm a PBR guy. I'm a High Life guy. Miller Lite. I mean, that's like on a common average night out. That's what I'm drinking.
Sure.
You know, will I on occasion enjoy a Guinness or a Smithwick's or something? Of course. But that's pretty much kind of in my wheelhouse. So this technically would probably fall in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think that's fair to say. Yeah, so 3.25. Well done, Victoria.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. So that pretty much brings us to our final segment of the evening, and that is the World of Weird News. And I've got a good one. I read it, and I think it's new enough where I don't think we've done it. I hope we haven't done it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Hence the weird news. But I will let you roll with this first.
Okie dokie. My World of Weird News. I had to do it for kicking off season 4. I had to go back because there's always something special going on in this beautiful American state. Florida man.
Oh, let's go, buddy.
Florida man arrested for pulling off $100,000 frozen bacon heist.
Well, wow. Okay.
Can we blame him?
We cannot. I'm with you on that.
As far as breakfast goes, it's almost a must.
Yeah, it is a must.
So, Florida man, $100,000 bacon heist. Police in Miami say they've busted a man who stole a trailer filled with $100,000 worth of frozen bacon. Police say back in September, this was in 2024, by the way, a 40-year-old Marcos Gonzalez Bernal stole a 53-foot refrigerated semi-trailer from a parking lot in Daytona Beach with 192 pounds of frozen bacon in the back. Surveillance video captured the theft and showed a blue SUV canvassing the area and parking next to the stolen trailer.
Oh.
License plate reader led detectives to the car, and Gonzalez Bernal driving it in Miami-Dade. Investigators eventually found the stolen trailer with the 192 pounds of frozen bacon in the back.
Oh, no.
Now, why would you bring your SUV to the heist?
Yeah.
Rent a car with a phony ID. Not that I'm giving tips, but if you want tips,
But
I've got
if you want a tip, he's got you. Yeah.
The judge set the bond at over $30,000, I believe.
Oh, no.
Now, I didn't realize that 192 pounds of frozen bacon was worth $100,000. That's more of just a commentary on our economy.
That's fair.
But God bless that man. Hopefully he's doing well out there.
Yeah.
I just wonder, did he know? Did he know, like, oh, this is the bacon trailer. I'm taking the bacon trailer. Or was he just like a trailer thief?
That's the question. That is definitely a good question because that dude alone is not going to eat all that bacon.
No, if he's in it for the bacon, you got me. I'm on your side.
Right, you grab a couple of boxes and jet.
Right, if you're in it for the trailer, it's like, I'm a truck driver. That's my profession. Like, I wouldn't enjoy having my trailer stolen. Not because I really care. Like, I get paid for my labor. That's it. But at the same time, you would inconvenience me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's like, I wouldn't want that to happen to me, but if he's in it for the bacon, can I blame him?
Nope.
For the same time, if someone were to steal my trailer while I'm out and about, they might be in it for the brewskis in the back or the energy drinks in the back.
Oh,
could I blame them?
Nope. Mm-mm.
But if they're just stealing it for the love of the game, it's like, come on, kid.
Well, right, exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, that's no bueno. All right, so we've got a bacon thief on one end here. Rarely does the World of Weird News keep us in Northwest Indiana.
Sure.
But this week, it has. So this particular story, police say LaPorte man exposed himself and humped patrol car after being removed from gas station.
Oh, God bless LaPorte. This actually doesn't surprise me one bit.
It tracks.
It totally tracks.
Yeah. So
Checks out.
It does check out. LaPorte man was arrested after authorities say he refused to leave a Family Express convenience store.
Oh, no.
Hurled objects at an employee, and later performed lewd acts against a police vehicle near a busy intersection. According to court documents, officers were dispatched around 4:29 p.m. on October 1st, 2025 to the Family Express at 1874 US 20 after a caller reported an unwanted guest described as a man harassing customers and screaming outside the store. The man, later identified as 41-year-old Alan J. Gallagher, not Gallagher, Gallagher, of LaPorte, was reportedly throwing items at people after being told to leave.
Oh, my God.
When officers arrived, employees said the suspect had left and might be near the cemetery south of the business. He was soon spotted sitting on a hill in front of a church sign visible to heavy traffic along State Road 39. Reports indicate Gallagher was immediately aggressive towards officers, shouting obscenities, refusing to identify himself, and repeatedly yelling profanity. He was detained for safety after continuing to curse and ignore commands.
You know what? It sounds like an average day in LaPorte, Indiana.
Sounds like an average day. During a search, a jacket that had been tied around his waist fell, exposing his genitals.
Oh, no.
He then made explicit remarks directed at the officers while being escorted to a patrol vehicle. Gallagher allegedly pressed his genitals against a police vehicle's front bumper and began humping the car, loudly shouting inappropriate phrases.
Oh my goodness.
Despite repeated orders to stop, he continued until being secured and placed inside the patrol car. Charges filed on October 2nd, resisting law enforcement, misdemeanor A, disorderly conduct, misdemeanor B. Gallagher was lodged at the LaPorte County Jail following his arrest.
I mean, listen. If you're already going behind bars, why not make a story out of it?
Really?
Become a cult legend.
This is the kind of stuff that allows you.
It's the kind of thing a Gallagher would do.
Oh, it is definitely the kind of thing a Gallagher would definitely do. So on that note, that concludes this edition of the Mark Moe Show podcast. That is season 4, episode 1. And you can catch it, of course, over all podcast platforms and on YouTube. Definitely like, subscribe, share, all that kind of good stuff. Make sure you check out my radio show, which is After Hours. You can find that on WVLP.org. You can find it on your phone. You can find that on the TuneIn app. Also, check out AK219, Guys Being Dudes. That is now a collab channel between Aiden and myself. So it's some of the craziness that you get from the Mark Moe Show matched up with the gaming content you get with Aiden spelled the right way. Hit him with it.
My man, Aiden Spelled the Right Way on YouTube. You can find a lot of fun content on there. And of course, AK219, as previously mentioned. Links in the description. As always, you can smooch us right on the lips with that subscription button if you'd like.
That would be great.
That's how I end all of my Aiden Spelled the Right Way shows.
And you should do.
Smooch that subscribe button.
Smooch it.
Give it a smooch.
Make gentle, consensual love to that button.
Yeah, the button wants it.
Yeah.
And you know what? It just takes a click.
Just takes a click. So, once again, smooch it. Consensual love.
Right, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are like, smash that subscribe button.
No.
Slap that subscribe button.
Nah.
No. Brother.
We're lovers.
Brother, give it a smooch.
Yeah, we're lovers, man. Give it a smooch. Leave the cop cars alone. Smooch the button.
Absolutely. And while you're out there, go ahead and smooch your best friend right on the mouth.
I think you should do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll change the dynamic of the friendship.
Absolutely. For the positive.
For the positive.
And if the subscription button is your best friend, hey, it's already a match made in heaven.
Indeed it is.
And if it's just your bro James, hey, you know what, James?
You smooch that button
one's
too.
For you, brother.
Smooch that button too, James.
That one's for you, James.
All right, guys, we're going to catch you next week. Thanks for listening.